Welcome to Secular Soup. Stay tuned for real talk about atheism, feminism, politics, parenting, and whatever the fuck else Amy and Amy want to talk about, because this is their show. And get ready for a whole lot of motherfucking profanity.
You want to hear a secret?
I won't tell anybody. Go ahead.
If I sit next to you, I'm going to get gonorrhea. It's going to jump into me. Just two ladies hanging out.
Is it okay for me to make fun of his neck waddle if I make fun of my own neck waddle?
I'm not sure.
That's a real ethical conundrum.
Would you know if you were born a lizard person, or can you be like adopted into the...
I think you know.
We're such professionals.
We really are.
Buckle up, bitches. It's time to have some soup.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And we're just two blueberries floating in a bowl of tomato soup. We are on episode 18, and we have a special guest with us tonight.
No, we
Michael.
have a guest. We have a guest.
Well, okay, we have a mediocre guest with us tonight.
Let's just leave that. Maybe at some point we can add special, but let's
the
just...
listeners can feel free to chime in.
Yeah.
You know?
They'll be the judge for themselves.
Exactly. I don't want to preemptively like slap a label on anyone.
No,
this could be terrible.
Do we have a scale? Do you have like on the show? Is there like a scale of guests?
There's a scale from like
special.
secular soup to cognis. So you want to fall somewhere towards the secular soup part of the scale and not the cognis.
But you're a dude, so sorry.
Yeah.
You're starting out
disadvantaged.
Starting out here with a penis,
Quite a
it's
bit.
not. It's a disadvantage.
I mean, all the ones I have are in
optimal.
jars, so that doesn't count.
I'm drinking here.
My collection is amazing. I'll send you pictures. Don't worry, it's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't disbelieve that at all.
She loves sending a good dick pic. So
It's very reasonable.
yeah. So I'm gonna let Michael go ahead and plug all of his shit because
more
I'm gonna
unsolicited.
forget all of it. So
Yeah, you do your
so
thing.
Michael, you go ahead and
Where can they
self-promote
find you?
shamelessly.
Where can people find me? Well, as they say on all of your podcasty type places, Reasonable Risk Podcast, iTunes, whatever. 5-star reviews are awesome. You don't even have to listen; just 5-star reviews, great. And let's see, at Reason Broker on Twitter. And Facebook, Reasonable Risk Podcast. It's all Reasonable Risk Podcast. And then for like the thing that actually earns me a living is my real estate brokerage, Reason Real Estate, which is an openly secular real estate brokerage. I think I'm the first one in the world.
Probably.
Yeah. I would tell people to listen to your podcast, but they're just going to be disappointed after they've gotten used to our podcast. So
I swear a lot.
well, not as much as we do.
That's
Well,
pro.
I mean,
That's definitely
I just listened,
a pro
so.
category.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
We
you
don't
know,
swear. I say like things that are similar.
You
like
say
I
darn
say fudge and darn and heck.
and heck it all.
oh,
Darn it all to heck, fudge you.
is that part of like the Mormon upbringing coming out?
Yes. Oh, drizzle.
Drizzle.
What are
Cheese
some
and crackers.
I remember people telling me about
Shut
that
the front door.
in Salt Lake City, like all of the ridiculous euphemisms for swears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't
it's
do
pretty.
it.
I actually don't. My favorite word is fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
Today
you're
I
gonna
was
pick one,
backing.
that's a
I was
good-
backing
good
up out
one
of
to
a
pick.
parking lot at work, and I'm like, "What the fuckity fuck is that?" And I'm like,
Well, fuck is very versatile. I mean, that's the thing.
"An
is
adjective."
Well, it's kind of like Smurf.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Makes sense.
You know, you can use it anywhere. I mean, fuck that. Yeah, I mean, it could be a verb. It could be a descriptor. You know.
Well, then you can
fucking
add
idiot,
things to
you know,
it.
he's-
It can be motherfucker or fuckity fuck.
Fucking
you
cocksucker.
can add your own. Yeah, you can add your own twist.
Oh, we love the word cocksucker.
We're gonna bring
We're gonna bring
back.
cocksucker back or cocksucky back.
Wait, is
Cocksucking.
Whoa! Is cocksucking out?
Well,
No,
it was
never.
the big.
I
The
mean-
story is
I mean,
phrase.
I mean,
It's from Deadwood. So they used to say, if you watch Deadwood, they're constantly saying cocksucker, and that takes place in the Old West. So we're pretending it's an old-timey word, even though it's really not. We're just...
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if that actually was used in the whatever that was 1890s or something. It was not.
No,
okay.
People have written about that, about how they use it on the show, but that back then that level of profanity didn't actually get used like that. So like if you were saying hell a lot, that was almost like if you were saying cocksucker now. So they had to turn up the swearing on it just to prove a point, I guess.
Well, good words.
I always wonder, like, where are we going to end up in this, profanity arms race? Because we have to keep going. I mean, we can't stagnate. We can't stagnate, or the Russians are going to beat us.
Snagnate is a good swear.
Snagnate.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, that's what Amy and I do on this show, is we try to keep moving forward with the profanity and being innovative.
We've decided that we made a list of words we like, basically.
What are a few? Give me a few of those. Let's hear them. Let me judge. I'm going to be judging.
We didn't actually make a list.
We don't actually write things down. We like the word cunt. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's rare. Because I find
don't call me one, but I like to say it.
No. But so often it seems that women have a visceral reaction to
That's why
cunt,
it's a good word. How many words give you a reaction?
Well, I like
it. Depends on how it's used.
Correct.
Oh, I mean, every word depends on how it's used. I mean, no shit.
Amy likes douche waffle.
No, I like douche pickle.
Douche pickle. I knew it was a food product.
It's a little cutesy. It's a little cutesy.
It is, but it's fun.
She likes douche pickle.
I like douche nozzle.
Douche nozzle.
Douche nozzle is nicely descriptive. I mean, you got your Don Trump Juniors and your Eric Trumps. There's your douche nozzles.
Yeah.
Right.
In the dictionary.
My favorite lately is just motherfucker. I just use that on everything.
A classic. I mean,
before we started recording, I was making salt and pepper shakers that literally say motherfucking salt and motherfucking pepper on them.
I like it.
So I'm gonna need stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to outfit like a whole new kitchen. So
yeah, those are going. I like, not only do I make those,
damn it.
I make motherfucking creamer and motherfucking sugar. So I have like cream and sugar sets that just say motherfucking cream and motherfucking sugar. I've got kitchen canisters that say definitely not weed. So once I get all this shit up on the Etsy shop, you're going to be going on a spending spree,
finishing my pillow. I'm finishing my pillow that says fresh out of fucks. And it is beautiful. Yeah. It's hand embroidered. I made like a hand stitched rose. It's gorgeous. And it says fresh out of fucks.
I live in Colorado. The jar can just say weed.
Weed. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can make one of those too. I do custom work. Just saying.
It can say motherfucking weed to match the rest of the canister.
There you go. That's a good idea.
I may have to special order something from you.
Yep. Hey, we do special orders. We're here to make money. That's it. So
I'm going to turn Christian any second if that makes more money.
Oh, there is money in that.
I'm also going to have a near-death experience, write a book, and start. Kirk Cameron can play me. I don't care.
I just saw that Kirk Cameron is coming to Denver to speak at some conservative fuckwit summit.
Ooh, you gonna go see him?
Ooh, fuckwit summit.
I don't want to pay them. I mean, if I can find a way in without supporting financially,
that's why you don't go to creationist museums, because you don't want to pay the money.
That's why you dress up like a ninja and sneak in.
Aren't you always dressed like a ninja? What do you wear?
I'm not the most graceful. I'm not so much ninja. Yeah.
Can you just cry until they let you in, or does that only work for me?
No, that does not work. That's never worked for me.
I don't
have to be a woman. Works much better for us.
Flash of cleavage. You're like, let me in, please, sir.
I don't
check out these.
I've tried that, and I don't get the same reaction out of my cleavage.
That's unfortunate.
That is really unfortunate.
I mean,
it's exactly the same.
I've got a decent set of moves.
They're exactly the same. That's the thing, is it's just sacks of fat. It doesn't matter. Like, it's exactly the same. You should get away with showing cleavage just as much as we do. You should have the same respect and reaction as we do.
Fucking patriarchy.
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking patriarchy.
Jesus. It fucks us every which way.
Seriously.
All right. if you two
I'm
would-
very upset
would
for you.
tone it down for a minute here. I actually have a question for Michael.
V-necks are amazing. Okay, I'm done.
Amy,
I'm done.
shut it. Shut it.
I'm done.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go to my list from our planning meeting.
Yeah, you are.
Ooh, long planning meeting on this one.
Very long, yes,
Extensive.
all day.
Days long.
This is all we do.
Storyboards
so-
and everything.
Yeah. If
You
anybody
should have
listened
seen
to
just
our
the sweat drops dripping off my forehead as we were moving those sticky notes around to try to line it up.
The wall looked like a beautiful mind.
It did.
Okay, both of you motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up.
This is an audio
So-
medium. I thought we were supposed to talk. I thought we were supposed to banter.
That's not true.
Okay.
I came up with
Shutting
a question.
up.
So if anybody who listened to the last
less banter, the
episode
better. Amy's a bitch. Be
knows that we have been watching, Amy and I have been watching the show episodes, catching up on it on Netflix. And Michael here used to work in the television industry. So we want to know if episodes is an accurate representation of the television industry because we think it is.
Well,
is that verbatim what happens? Have you seen episodes?
It might have helped if I've seen like 2 episodes of
Are
episodes.
you fucking kidding me?
And it was, is that the one with
Matt
with
LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc?
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple episodes of it when it started, and I was like,
Because it was too real, right?
Michael.
PTSD. It was too.
So you don't like episodes. Can we cut this interview
Let's just
short?
end this thing
well,
now.
I'm gonna
Skip to
dump him, Amy.
Skip to the end of the planning meeting. Let's just get to the good stuff.
well, if you want some accurate representations, oddly enough, there are some accurate representations in Entourage.
Okay, I've never
I don't
seen
watch that shit. No.
So the
Is that the one with the situation?
the situation?
Was that Jersey Shore?
That was the one. That was the one with the awful person who I won't say anything more than just kind of awful person for legal reasons. Jeremy Piven.
Yeah, apparently he's an awful person.
Really?
I heard.
Well, actually, I can give a story that doesn't get into legal
Okay.
issues.
Secular Soup has no liability for anything Michael is about to say.
Yes.
Yeah, but I might.
Sue him, not us.
No, so I can give you a little Jeremy Piven's an asshole story that doesn't even get into that shit.
Go right ahead.
So I had just moved from LA to Denver and was back in LA with my then I don't know what my wife, whatever.
Soon to be ex.
Yeah.
And my kid was like 2, maybe something. And we were back in LA, and we went to one of our usual like favorite breakfast places, Lulu's on Beverly. Fucking amazing. The breakfast potatoes there are delicious. But so we're sitting there, table outside on the sidewalk, and they seat Jeremy Piven and some woman like next to us. And he just like, Mackenzie, my daughter, was not doing anything. She wasn't crying, nothing. He was just glaring the whole time. Like, why the fuck did they sit me next to these people? Now, granted, I do the same thing if I'm out, without kids and they seat me next to, but it still gives me reason to say Piven's an asshole.
Plus, babies are monsters.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, if your kid wasn't doing anything.
No, he was
Besides being a monster.
just existing. Really, that was about it.
Well, that's enough
That's
most
enough.
of the time.
Breathing
I've met
air.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breathing
I have a handful.
breathing exhaust from the sidewalk tables in LA where you eat on the sidewalk next to a busy street.
You sound so elitist right now. I'm just not gonna lie.
I was in LA. I was breathing in smog.
I was in LA
Jealous?
with Jeremy Piven.
Oh, I was, and he was a dick.
Jeffrey Piven? Jeremy, I already forgot his name. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Selfridge was good though. I'm not gonna lie.
JP.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
What? It's
I'm
good.
busy. We've talked about this.
Get less busy. You need to have more TV time.
Do I need to quit my jobs or
Yep.
drop out
Yep.
of school?
All of that. Yeah. Get
Sell
rid of
my
your
kids.
kids. Yep.
None of
Give
them
you
are
more
my
TV
blood
time.
matches anyway, so I can't have any of their
Oh.
kidneys or livers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
Well,
mean, then
problem solved.
what good are they?
Hey, Michael, just random question. What's your blood type?
I'm pretty sure it's O negative.
Hey, we're going to stay in touch.
You know what? I do have 2 kidneys.
Well, good. Are they both
Don't
good?
tell her that.
I don't. Well, okay. Kidneys aren't the ones that are killed by drinking, right? That's
Nope, that's your liver.
No.
Okay. Sorry, my dogs are barking.
Barking.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but I actually had to mute myself a little bit ago and throw my dog out of the room.
Oh, well, they're not in the room with me. I'm not that dumb.
Well, no, my kid opened the door and then I said, shut the door behind you. And he was like, and just walked out. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
So kidneys, I do have 2 of.
Good.
But I'm
All
sure
right.
I've done something to harm them.
Most likely.
I mean,
How's your small intestine?
my
'Cause
small,
that's what I'm going to need. one
But are
day,
you
so.
O negative too?
I am actually.
So am I. That's why we're
Oh my
friends.
God.
You're like carving me up for parts. I have already. I have no spleen. I have 1 real testicle. I mean,
Well,
I'm
Amy's
already
going to put your
carved
dick
up.
in a jar, so
At some point.
she's got to add it to her collection.
I think it'd be better off in a box.
I like a dick in a box.
Dick in-
It's always
In
nice.
that box.
It's a
That's
good
the
gift.
best Christmas present ever.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, not if you put it in a jar.
I think
That's true.
that skit
That's the best.
Oh, it's my
turned me
favorite.
around on Justin Timberlake to like, holy
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
fuck, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's something. That me too. I thought he was just boy band, you know?
Right, right.
And then he flipped around. I was like, oh, he's hilarious.
I'm like, man, and then I actually listened to some of his stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I got to admit, he's pretty fucking
he's
good.
talented. He's
You know,
talented.
and
really
he's
is.
dancing and whatever. I mean, I
He
can't do
sings
it.
too. Did you know he sings too?
He sings, yeah.
What?
Wow, I know, right?
Well, I mean, I'm
Crazy.
sure there's plenty of auto tune, but
Dancing and singing. What?
And putting your dick in a box?
I do that every day.
Well, yeah, you do.
glory hole.
We don't say those words here.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Get off our show.
So, our other question we had for you, do you want to ask it, Amy, or should I ask?
So, you're a straight cis white man, right?
Yes, I actually am, and I know how bad I should feel.
Okay, that's the first part. Yes, absolutely. How badly do you feel about this?
But believe me, Ari Stillman reminds me quite often of how bad I should feel for
As
being
they should.
a
And
cis male.
do you want to follow up the question, or should I?
Well, I guess what we're wondering is why?
Yeah.
Why are men so terrible?
Well,
Can you-
first of all, you need to
Oh,
apologize.
I thought
Yeah,
you
you need to
thought you were
apologize.
asking me why I was a white cishet
No.
dude. I'm like,
no. We understand you can't help it,
more
but you should
philosophical.
apologize.
it's
say-
just
say you're
it's just
sorry.
the way God made me.
Oh, you know what? It's right.
That's a cop out.
He made all of us straight, right? It's just,
Well, no, he didn't. He just happened to make me that way, and
Well, I'm
I
not
wouldn't
either.
mind at all if I wasn't, and it like doubled the dating pool.
Wait, are you a homophobic monster? Is that what we're hearing right
That's what
now?
I'm
You're
hearing.
sexist. That's what I'm hearing.
I didn't think I said that
Okay. Well, you still haven't apologized
for being. No, I thought I did. I thought
Well,
I
you
did.
need to apologize on
You said, I
behalf
know
of
how
all
bad I
men."
should feel, but you didn't say, I do feel badly about it, and I'm sorry for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm
It's all
sorry that men are
semantics.
so
It's
awful.
all semantics. That's,
No,
that's how guys get away with it, is they say,
No, I do, and I will readily say that. Wow, as a whole, as a gender.
thank you.
It's been a rough time.
And are you going to have a meeting with all your male compatriots and fix this somehow? Like, do you have a plan for getting all the other men on board? And
I
just
don't.
getting their shit together.
Unfortunately, yeah, I tend to, they tend to say beta male, cuck. And that's
Soy
about the end
boy.
of it. Soy boy, yeah, exactly.
Soy boy's my new fave.
That's a good one.
Soy boy.
It's just so strange the things that they come up with. It's like, That's really horrible of you eating a plant there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my husband is lactose intolerant and drinks soy milk.
I drink almond milk, even though I know it's so bad for.
You're so killing the earth. God,
I know,
Amy.
but soy milk is disgusting.
Almond milk could kill my child, literally. You are a monster. You keep something in your house.
No,
that
it
could
is
kill
so
my
incredibly
child.
bad for the economy. Like, it's
It really
killing
is.
an entire country.
Yeah.
It's so good. And on my honey bunches of oats, it's delightful.
I have been eating Special K with almonds, and they come with extra almonds now. But it's so good.
I like the Special K strawberry.
I think you're both monsters putting milk into cereal.
I said almond milk.
Any kind of milk. Cereal
What do
is
you put
meant
on your
to be.
What the hell? What do you put coffee on your cereal? What?
Nothing.
What the
You
hell are
just
you doing?
eat it out of the box.
Oh,
Like
for
an
God's sake.
animal?
Yeah.
Are you
Like we're
kidding
two?
me?
Like
No, I'm not going to stick my
like-
dirty
like
hands in
an
there and
adult.
shove it in my face. No,
We
that's not
have
happening.
children. We are not children ourselves.
Okay. If
So
you
we're
must,
classy.
you can pour said cereal into a bowl, but it doesn't need to be all wet and soggy. There's no need for that.
The ones that are half soggy and half crunchy are just, it's perfection.
Yeah, there's a certain point you
just-
have to get to between the crunchy and
Yes.
soggy, where it can't get too soggy, but it can't be too crunchy. And
This
you,
is a
you
fucking
can't
pain in the
stop when
ass.
you're eating.
You leave it on the counter while you fill the
Yeah.
kids' bowls
See,
up,
this is
and then
why
you go
I
back
just-
to it, and it's delightful.
This is why I just don't do anything dairy related, really. I mean, not even adjacent, except for, I mean, like cheese on a pizza, fine, whatever. But I don't need to pour some white shit on my cereal.
Oh, I
Cereal's
don't
good
drink
just
milk.
as it is.
I don't put milk on my cereal. I don't drink milk. I don't touch milk. But no,
Whatever.
It
It's
has to
something
be-
white.
I
it has to
only
be
have
moist in some fashion.
1%.
Well, how do you feel about the word moist? Because
We've used it so many times on this show.
I like some nice moist cereal, is all I'm saying.
I
But
like
it can't
to
be
moisten
too
my
moist.
cereal.
It can't be too moist or I get really upset. Sometimes my mom calls me in the middle of eating a bowl of cereal and I
Oh,
just
the fucking
rage
nerve.
because it's like I
That
can't
bitch.
eat. I need to
What is she
finish this
thinking?
cereal now or it's going to get too fucking soggy.
Okay.
I just
okay,
eat it in my mom's ear. I'm like,
hold
chewing.
on. You're obviously missing the obvious here. Why are you answering the fucking phone?
Oh, I don't. What I mean is, I stare at the phone and see that it's her calling, and I just rage stare at it, and I don't even pick it up, but I'm mad already.
Swipe the red thing. You just swipe the red thing and you're done.
Oh, and then you send a text saying, I'm eating cereal, call you back.
I
No,
can't do that because then I got to use my fingers to not eat cereal and text, and that
Haven't
takes,
you ever?
Why do you?
I'm on a timer when I'm eating
Why do
cereal.
you feel the need to here? Okay, this is a real issue. This is a real
Okay.
issue in society.
Let's
here.
dig into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel the need to respond immediately.
No, I don't. But it's my mom. Like that's. I
So
don't
what?
do that for everybody.
I don't respond to my mom immediately. I mean, she's been dead for like 3 years.
You're a
but-
horrible person.
If you heard from her, you would respond immediately.
You know, I'll tell
Exactly.
you, I would, because that would be
At
shocking.
this point,
That would really be shocking.
you would respond immediately.
Hey, last night Amy called me on not a text, called me, and I didn't answer it.
Wait. You called her without texting first to ask if
Yes.
you could call her?
Oh, I
she's
do
a
that.
monster.
I'm actually a monster.
Oh,
She does
that's
literally a
horrible.
monster.
And
No,
I
no.
did not pick up the phone.
Phone
because I
calls
was,
should be scheduled.
Well, I was taking a bath because it's cold here and I was trying to take the world's hottest bath. So I didn't answer the phone, but then I called her back later and she didn't pick up the phone when I called.
Because I was putting a kid down. I was.
See? It was fine. Neither one of us freaked out. We
Yeah.
didn't immediately respond.
We're phone people because we talk a lot. We're talky people.
I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yeah. No, see, I mean, obviously, I have no issues talking,
Mm-hmm.
but if I can choose between interacting with someone physically or verbally or just a text, generally going to take the text.
Even
I
over
prefer
physically,
text
I
most of the
prefer
time.
talking to people in person.
Well, no, it
First.
depends who. I mean, I guess
Oh,
I guess it's the fact
absolutely.
that like 90% of the people that I have to be in contact with, I don't necessarily want
That's
to
how
be
I am
with in
too. But
person.
if it's friends, I'd rather see them in person.
Oh, sure. Because I mean, I have plenty of friends that, you know, it's like, you know, we'll see each other once a year and we don't
Yeah, we're
necessarily
totally fine.
communicate all that much.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like we, meet up somewhere and,
Right.
you know, it's whatever, like old times, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Most
I
of
have
my
friends that if I
like-
don't see him if for a while, we're like, I miss your face. And then we have to get together. So,
And then you make out for an hour. And
well, because I'm a tramp, obviously. And then I
Slutty
YouTube
slut.
it and then I don't even make money off of it.
I was going to say, are we
Wait,
monetizing
you're not
this yet?
monetized? That's insane.
So,
Don't
Michael, tell
Google me.
everyone
Don't
why
Google me.
tell them why they should switch their Patreon support from you to us.
Well,
That's what our listeners want to know. The people who are currently supporting you on Patreon, why should they just switch that over? They're already on Patreon, so they can just move that money right over.
They already
to
have the
Skylar Soup.
account.
well, I would say, I mean, they are already on Patreon, and I'll tell you, if they're Patreoning, what do you call it? Patronizing?
Patronizing?
I think it's just
It's pronounced
patronizing.
patronizing?
But see, that's the problem. Is are you patronizing or are you being patronizing? It's
You're
an issue.
patronizing.
So
You're patronizing. We are very patronizing.
We're always
anybody
patronizing.
that's patronizing me is certainly patronizing several other people too, and I think they should take their money away from the other people.
That's
Okay.
a good
Give,
point.
like-
Especially if
That's
they're
fair.
like,
And they can
supporting Cog Des.
they can give it, then they can direct it over to Secular Soup.
true.
10% comes to Reasonable Risk as your agent for doing this.
As a finder's fee. That's fair.
Well, actually, 10% goes to God.
Yeah,
Sorry.
God gets 10% of everything we do.
Luckily, I have the permissions on that account, so
Oh,
not a
good,
problem.
good. He
Perfect.
speaks for God because he is the white cis male.
Yeah. He's the closest thing to God we
He's the
have
closest
on
thing
earth.
to God we'll ever meet.
Oh,
We
now,
did get-
now I'm
we did-
blushing.
We did get Larry to pull his support of Cogdis and give it to us. So we need a couple thousand more cognitive dissonance listeners to go ahead and do that. Just take
Yeah.
whatever you're giving to cognitive dissonance and just switch it right
give it
over
to
to
us.
us. They're not going to miss it. It'll be fine.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to send them a soup bowl. They won't, it'll
They-
be fine.
motherfucking soup bowls.
I started working on those today.
Tom won't miss it. Cecil might.
That's true. Yeah.
That's true. He didn't quit. He just left his job.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
that's-
don't listen to
I
that
don't know if
shit
that
show.
has happened or not, but I know it was talked
Well,
about.
I'm a struggling single mom. So
Well-
we can tug at the heartstrings there.
I'm
Well-
not single, but I'm a struggling working mom who's got to
Well,
work
I'm
so
a
many
working
hours.
mom and I'm still
that
struggling.
I never get to see my kids, and my
I've
business
seen mine
isn't up
today.
and running
They're
that
here.
great.
But
and-
I'm about to leave my house and have. I mean, I need the support.
Hey,
yeah, but you're a man.
All
you know?
that happened. Yeah, you'll bounce back.
You'll be fine.
I'll bounce back. I'm-
Unlike our bodies after babies, am I right?
Up top.
you know, it's actually, and I don't know if either you experienced this, but you know, there is definitely that the male pregnancy weight gain thing too.
Oh yeah, when I was pregnant with my first. You know how they measure the belly, the inches
yeah.
to see, and that's how many weeks you are. We were joking around. They would do mine. It would be like 32, and then we would do my ex, and it would be like 32. He was like, "Aw, it's sympathy."
Well, I didn't actually have that problem for my first kid because while my soon-to-be ex was pregnant with our first, I had cancer. So, you know, I was saved from that by the fact that, you know, chemotherapy and surgery. And luckily,
Not prayer and Jesus.
Best
weed.
diet ever.
Weed.
Weed, yes.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that does not help me lose weight. I've heard.
Oh, you know, I mean, you're just not getting the right stuff because
Maybe.
the goods, like the stuff that I generally use, I don't find that it really mostly doesn't go to munchies or anything like that. I haven't.
A glass of water sends me to munchies, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, my problem with weed is if I do smoke it, then I do get the munchies and I can't feel how full I'm getting. And then my Crohn's disease kicks in, but I don't notice that I'm getting that full. And then the next day I almost die. So
Well,
You
I
have
mean,
stay away from
literally
the weed. Literally
died.
almost die.
Yeah.
Almost.
I mean, almost. I mean, close.
Close.
But
Close
did you
only
die?
counts in horseshoes, hand grenades,
That's
and nuclear
true.
war.
I haven't died yet that I know of. Maybe I'm a ghost. Who knows?
I don't know. We could all be simulations. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
very
I don't know.
mysterious.
There's a whole
what
Matrix
is
theory.
the meaning of reality? Where's Aaron Rabbi when you need him?
Who fucking knows or cares? Honestly,
If this is a simulation, someone needs to stop fucking around with mine because I'm real tired.
yeah.
I am so
agree.
incredibly tired.
Yeah, really. If all you need to do is change a little bit of code, can you change the fucking code?
Seriously. Stop making it so I have to work so hard to still not make all my bills. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh, I'm so tired.
You know,
So we do-
just another day in Trump's America.
Yeah.
MAGA.
It has nothing
Don't
to do
talk
with
shit about her boyfriend.
He's so hot.
How did you feel about his Easter egg speech, Amy? Did you help him with that? Did you help him write that? Have
I
you
didn't
seen
watch
his-
it. I was hanging out with ex-Mormons.
It's so bad.
Is it good?
I had to Google to make sure it wasn't
what's
a
great
hoax.
is the Easter bunny standing next
The
to
Easter
him.
bunny was
Is it
perfection.
President left.
The Easter bunny was horrified.
Oh yeah.
I love that caption. I don't know if you guys saw that. The caption, there's a picture of him and next to the Easter Bunny. It said President Trump and the Easter Bunny. And it says President Trump, and in parentheses it said to the left. Not to be mistaken for the bunny.
Well, the bunny was wearing glasses and looked smart. So
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
think
He
anybody
wouldn't
could
stare at
confuse
an
the two.
eclipse. That's
I would
for sure.
gladly take the bunny.
Oh hell yeah! I would take
I
that
don't
bunny as
care
president
who's in the
today.
suit. Maybe unless
No.
it's that Sarah Huckabee Sanders. If she was in the suit, fuck that.
No, she was reading
awful.
stories to children,
Oh.
which sounds horrifying to me.
Oh, did you watch that video?
No, I saw it come up, but I didn't watch
I
it.
watched a little.
I need to go
watched
back and
a little
watch the
bit of it.
speech too.
It was basically it was just her being very uninterested in the children and trying to get through this fucking book as
Shocking.
fast as she could.
You know, I do that.
Which, granted,
almost
I
every
would
night
do-
at bedtime.
I would. Oh my god, when my kids were younger, I mean, unfortunately, my fucking kids learned to read and figure out, like, you know, not
That doesn't
read,
matter.
but
My
like
7-year-old
match the
wants
words.
me to read to her still, and I mean, there's only so many times you can read Captain Underpants. Like, it's just.
Oh no, I've done that shit too. But like when they were younger, it felt like it was real early when I was getting called on skipping pages.
Oh yeah, or they memorize the books, And
Right,
so
yeah.
you skipped the part with the dog, Mom.
Well,
I
you know
have
what I
read
started?
Go
I started
Dog Go
trying to skip the
10,000
same
times.
pages. If you skip the
No,
same
yeah, I can't-
pages, then
I can't keep up on that because I like whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey doesn't help. I honestly, I swear
Oh,
to
it
God,
helps with so many things.
what type of whiskey are we talking about here?
Oh, see, okay, I like bourbon.
Okay,
I also like, I'm Jameson girl. I like Irish whiskey.
Irish
But then I
whiskey,
also
okay.
like bourbon. But then I'm also like a rye whiskey
oh,
kind
I mean,
of gal.
you're hitting like everything that
I don't
that
like Scotch.
drink.
It tastes like
Delicious, like
it tastes like you're licking charcoal.
like a dirty, rotting peat bog in Scotland.
oh no, I can't.
she
do that.
likes the kind that comes from a bottle that Lawrence Krauss drank out of.
that was
That's
Jameson
her
Black
favorite.
Label.
Yeah.
That was good. No, it wasn't my favorite.
am
but
frightened.
I do like that.
I am frightened by the reference.
Anything that
good
comes
old
out
days.
of Lawrence Krauss's bottle.
She has actually had whiskey from a bottle that was Lawrence Krauss's. So
yeah, I did.
Have you gotten yourself
she
tested?
did. I'm really
That's not
disappointed
meant
that I
to
was there
imply
the next
anything
weekend.
legally. If
No.
No.
Anyone?
I was also really upset that I was at a Louis C.K. show and I was in the audience
And almost
just
got masturbated on.
nothing
Nothing.
happened. Everything was appropriate and
God,
fine. And I was
such a
really
bummer.
I'm like, I was right fucking there in the audience.
and he didn't even whip it out.
Didn't even try.
Jesus. I mean,
Bastard, right? Are you
God.
fucking kidding me?
I know who's not
Give me
seeing
a
him
chance
next
to
time
be
he comes to
indignant
Dallas.
about that. Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to be upset and horrified. It's actually probably a very traumatizing experience, and I'm very sorry that it happened to people.
That you're making light of it now and
Just saying, it could have happened.
I mean,
We did make ghost rape jokes
It's
on
been
one
like a
show.
month.
We did make ghost rape jokes. You're right.
Yeah. Once we've started making ghost rape jokes, it's
Well, I mean,
all downhill.
isn't that the whole fucking Jesus story? Ghost rape?
Oh, I love that. I love that
kind
joke.
of.
your mom was a virgin when you were born. He's like, oh, really? Then why did 3 guys show up with gifts? It's interesting. Great story, bro.
And I mean, what was he thinking bringing myrrh?
Maybe that was sexy back then. I don't know. Maybe
Well, I mean,
I don't
no,
know.
think about it, because the gold, okay, great. Gold,
Okay,
fantastic. Frankincense, set the mood. Myrrh?
What is myrrh
I
exactly?
have no fucking idea what myrrh is.
somebody Google myrrh, because now we got to find out. I'm
No,
not
if I
doing
try
it.
to Google something, I'm going to knock my
Yeah,
pop
no.
filter over again.
Me
so.
too. I'm not touching the Google.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right. Well, while Amy's doing that, so I was listening to the most recent, I think, Reasonable Risk this morning, and you brought up helicopter parenting, and I was just in the background going, yes, to everything you said.
That wasn't the most recent, because a brand
Wasn't
new
it?
episode 38 of Reasonable Risk, just dropped this morning. April
Oh, well,
4th.
I'm terrible. I
So,
didn't see that one, so.
So
Guess
yes,
it was the one before
It's
that.
resin. It's a resin.
it's a
A
resin.
resin.
The fuck does that mean?
That's even worse.
It's
glue?
a gum resin.
so it's
that-
like,
What do you use?
it's
it
from
for?
like
a
an
tree,
adhesive.
tree bark. It slowly oozes from the cut and drips down the tree, forming
So he bought-
tear-shaped
Oh,
droplets.
that guy
Glue?
got nothing from Mary after that one.
it's glue.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a shitty gift.
That's awful.
He just cut open a tree. He didn't even put any effort into it.
Wow.
So where were we, Amy? With a why
Anyway,
you-
helicopter parenting.
helicopter parenting.
What are our thoughts on as everybody knows who's listened? Amy and I are both fierce helicopter parents. We are the kind of
even know.
parents that faithfully attend to every need and concern of our children.
Right.
Where do you stand on that, Michael?
Well, you know, I actually it was a kid issue with school, you know, safety rules. That was one of the inciting incidents in creating my show. So I live for the moment in a you know, suburb type of place, and the school's like half a mile away. You know, like one stoplight, but whatever. I mean, my kids are 11 and 8. They can walk there. Not a fucking big deal.
No.
So
Do they have shoes on?
I don't.
Are they wearing
care.
helmets?
I don't care.
It's not my problem. So this was like last year.
I think that actually does become your problem.
So-
if they're not
Yeah.
wearing-
So I guess so my 10-year-old had like I don't know, something after school. So that means that I have to go pick up the 8-year-old, because they don't let you gotta like be released to a parent or an older
Yes.
sibling
Yeah.
until you're in 3rd grade. Okay.
Yeah, mine has that too.
Fucking ridiculous. But so I got to go over there at 3:30, pick him up. And so my 10-year-old at the time, I mean, she's in 4th grade, fucking walk home. Well, she gets out at 4:30 from whatever activity. I get a call from the fucking school that I have to pick her up because they won't let her walk home because there's, and I was like, really? What's the, like, why? Explain this to me. And they're fumbling. There's no crossing guards. I'm like, yeah, but I would let her fucking walk to the school grounds on a weekend. What's the fucking difference? Like,
Yeah.
I want to sign something that says it's not the school's fault if she gets run over on the way home because I let her walk home.
Mm-hmm.
And
they wouldn't let you do it.
No, yeah, absolutely not. I'd have to go pick her up.
I
And-
actually had the same. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just
No.
going to say it's just bullshit. I mean, let me make that decision.
Yeah.
If I, let me decide how much I care about my kid.
When my older kid was in elementary school, the elementary school he goes to or went to, the same one my younger one goes to now, was literally across the street from the place I worked. So the office that I worked in, it was this big building. that was like the only building there. It was and we're not talking like a highway or a heavily traveled street. It was a road that was only there to serve the school. So it's not like there's a ton of traffic. So literally all my child would have had to do to walk to my place of work to be with me after school would be to cross one crosswalk.
Yeah, and they won't let you.
And they would
nope,
not. No,
nope.
I had to, and he was in 3rd grade. And no, I had to walk myself across the street to the school to pick him up. And I called the principal and I was like, look,
like, this is ridiculous.
Well, and the worst thing is, because of like the funding for our school district, you don't get busing if your kid lives within like a mile of the school.
Ours is 2 miles, I think.
Mm-hmm. So the kids who lived within a mile could walk across the railroad tracks and down the street.
Right.
But because it was my workplace, he couldn't cross the road.
The kids from the other side of the tracks, they don't give a shit about.
That's true. They don't matter.
Well,
Which in this case, it was
ours is in our neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's in our neighborhood, so we're too close to walk. I mean, we're too close to have buses, but we're at the edge. We're at the edge of the line, so it's actually too far for my kids.
The only option they allow is teleportation.
Right.
It's the only way they can get there.
I go to the car line and I sit in that horrific car line and fight with all of those terrible parents.
Those are the worst.
But there was one day I forgot my sign because I cleaned out my car.
Your sign? What the fuck is your sign?
You have to put a sign up in your car that has your kid's name on it and their grade and their teacher's name.
Is this a public school?
Oh, yeah. They would not release my child to me. She's saying, that's my mom. I'm saying, that's my daughter. I had to argue with the teacher, and she said, park and go inside and get a new sign. I said, no. Legally, you can't keep my child from me. Let my daughter in the fucking car.
Right. At that point, I think she was committing felony kidnapping.
She absolutely was. So when I said that, when I was like, let my daughter in the car, and she was like, okay, just this one time. I'm like, oh, no.
Go fuck yourself.
I can forget my sign every day. You're not going to make me leave my child on the curb, go park, walk inside, and go pick up another sign. When I'm telling you that's my child, she's telling you that's my mom. You can't hold her back from me outside of school hours. You can't hold her back from me during school hours. This teacher was like, but I don't recognize you. I'm like, well, now you know my face. Yeah, now you recognize me. That's my kid. You're going to remember me.
Recognize me next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my school has these little pink cards. We don't have signs, but it's like a little pink business size card that's got your name and your phone number and your kid's name. And you're supposed to, and you cannot walk into the school to get your kid. You have to be in the pickup line. That's all they allow anymore. And you're supposed to give them the card.
I don't think we can walk into the school. It's, you know, like you have to, you know.
Our school has double doors. You can only walk into the lobby area. Everything else is locked
ours
down.
is like that too.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got like a camera and whatever. It's okay. I'm gonna say this because school shootings don't happen that fucking often.
Oh, sorry. I was blaming cis white men again.
Well, that too.
As you should.
That's who does the school
go ahead
shootings.
because that's who does the school shootings.
No,
but you know what? I don't want any fucking security measures at my kid's school. I want the doors to just be open like they were.
No, they did that in the 80s. That's how it was in the 80s.
I mean, well, yeah, I'm old, so I remember those.
Not as old as
days.
Me.
I remember those days too.
I'm
not young.
You're really not.
None of us are young.
No.
I'm not going to say my age, but trust me, I'm not young.
Well, so I have
all these years of clean living have done me very well.
I
Don't
do
laugh
have
at that, Michael.
one
That's rude.
slight okay, now I can't remember what I was going to fucking say. Oh, so I do have a slightly different perspective here, only because I don't worry about school shootings and I don't even worry about kidnappings or things like that.
I don't either.
Nobody wants to kidnap your kids.
No, nobody wants.
I did an episode on that. I had a woman that does.
Very true.
She's like a criminal psychotherapist or something like that. No one fucking wants to abduct your kids.
They don't want kids.
No.
But abductions are like always within the family.
Well, and that was my point, is that I had custody of my cousin's kids for a while. She's a raging meth addict. And so they were living with me and they went to the same school my younger son goes to now. But she did not have custody of them. She was in treatment. We had temporary custody. But she could have walked into the school and the kids knew her and would have said, that's my mom. And she could have said, these are my kids. And I had to make sure.
Maybe that's why they wouldn't give them to me.
So that's the only thing that I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm okay with it in that.
But you make a list.
circumstance.
You have a list.
Yeah, you have a list of
Right.
authorized people, you know?
Right. Well, and not only that, because those situations are going to be minor
They're
compared
very
to the regular
rare, and
old.
all the teachers
Yeah.
are aware
well,
of
right.
that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
When you have a
Yeah.
situation like that, you goddamn dogs.
Yeah, I went to the school
You
and
just
brought her
go and
picture
talk
and
to 'em,
told
like-
them, here's what she
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
like. Don't let her walk
And-
out
and
with
they-
you.
and
I had a
can
friend
put her,
growing up that was like that.
They can put her picture like up on the wall, like look out for
Yeah.
this person, you know?
Like
and,
a post office.
yeah, and just tell
Yeah.
all the kids like watch out for this person.
No, you
So
probably
everyone's
can't show the
looking.
kids. No, it's there's lines there probably. But I had a friend growing up that she and her mom and her older sister were running away from their abusive dad, and they were living with an aunt or a cousin or something a couple doors down from me when I was growing up. And her mom and her aunt told me one day when I was over, they showed me a picture of her dad and said, if anyone drives down the street or asks you where we live, do not tell him. Mm-hmm. I remember that very clearly. And I said, okay, because, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
that definitely happens, but we don't need, they're talking about
It's very, very
schools
rare.
should be hardened, whatever. Fuck that. That's not, that is
Yeah,
just
I don't want my
stupid.
kid going to school in a prison.
No, exactly. I don't want there to be
Do they get a
armed
better education,
guards.
though?
In prison?
They certainly
Probably.
let
They
them
might get some
shank
college in
people.
there. Well, my kid
Okay.
already knows how to shank people. My kid made
Okay.
a taser out of Legos last night. So,
A working
So
one?
he's getting
He's
a
all
well-rounded
set.
education.
yeah, he
I
really
guess
is.
public school, you know how to make bombs, and basically,
Yeah.
so it's all good.
That's an elective now, right?
I think
I don't
so.
think. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it just happens on the playground.
Well, you can find all that shit on the internet. So, and all the kids are on
Playground
YouTube.
rules.
That's just like sex was when we were kids.
Yeah.
You just
Was it?
no, I guess
I
it
was
wasn't
Mormon.
find it on the internet. It was like find an old VHS tape, but
Yeah. Or a really
Just
old
watch
Playboy.
that. Watch that
Yep.
scrambled channel. And
oh yeah,
What is that?
Fuck, I can kind of make out a nipple.
What is it?
Yeah.
But you turn up the volume loud enough, you could hear the moans, and that was enough sometimes.
Or the Sears robot catalog underwear
Oh,
section.
hey,
So we saw one time where there was like
I prefer
penis
J.C.
hanging out of the
Penney.
bottom.
Oh yes, J.C. Penney.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the
JCPenney
one
was
we.
nice.
Sometimes in the men's section, you could see a little bit of bulge.
Oh
No,
yeah,
there literally
yeah.
was a penis hanging out of one time on a Sunday, and my mom opened it up. She went, and she closed it real fast. So all of us ran over there and we opened it up,
had
and she
to
was
see
like,
it.
because it was boxers, and there was something hanging out of the bottom of the boxers.
Oh wow, so he was endowed.
Fun.
He was very blessed by God.
Wow,
Wow.
good
That's
luck.
nice.
Apparently.
Good to him. Good on him.
He never writes me back.
I-
He never calls.
I'm Jewish, so not so much. I mean, I know my limitations.
Oh my God. Did we let a Jew on our show, Amy?
Oh, not
I
only
don't
that,
understand
How
what
did
that
you not
means.
find this out in your research before
A-
we let him on?
you didn't even say it right. A filthy Jew.
A filthy,
I'm not
dirty,
gonna say
liberal
any of those
Jew.
things.
Are you one of those media Jews? You own a media company?
we run it all. I mean, that they're right on. That they are correct about.
Some conspiracy theories are true. I mean,
Well,
it's
there's-
not a conspiracy if it's happening.
Well,
well,
and
you
I
know.
was, you know,
It's a stereotype for a reason.
oh, right,
That's true.
exactly. The stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason, and especially when it comes to the Jews. I mean,
Yeah.
well, and the great thing about it though is,
And the Swedes, I can attest to that. I don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
well, I don't know about Swedes because
I do.
because I'm Jewish.
I am one.
Not only that, I am. So I did a 23andMe like thing, where it tells you your percentage of your different ancestries. I am 99.1% Ashkenazi Jew. I mean, that's fucking
Glory
pure.
result ever.
That is so
That's a
pure.
lot of Jew.
Yeah, I mean, I think I challenged him over the weekend. I got to follow up on this. I challenged Eli Bosnick to Jew off.
Ooh.
I don't think he's as Jewy as me.
You don't think so?
No. Although,
How are you going to judge it? I mean,
no, based on percentage of Jew. I've meant 99.1.
I thought you were going to have like a bagel eating contest or
Well,
compare
actually,
circumcisions. I don't know. I
compare
don't know how you Jews do
circumcisions.
this.
That's interesting. I wonder how you would do that. How would you
I'm just
compare
throwing out Jewish
circumcision?
Okay,
stereotypes.
you find that out and get back to us with video.
Yeah.
I want to see this contest.
Amy
in
loves a
action.
dick pic. That's all I'm saying.
And in action,
I'll tell you
come on.
after. So my son is whatever. He's 8, and
Whatever. Close enough.
so 8 years ago, we decided you can circumcise him, and I mean, I'm not like actually Jewish anymore, so I'm not going to do like the where you get the rabbi to suck their dick. Not going to do that.
That's only for special occasions.
But in the hospital, so it came down to okay, and not sure if that was the right thing to do.
I
but,
have
but
buyer's remorse over that.
I'll tell you,
Yeah, me
I'll tell
too.
you, seeing that thing has
Yeah,
scarred
it was
me for
pretty-
fucking life.
It was pretty awful.
Oh my
I did
God.
I have 2 boys, but my boys are older, and I just didn't know any better. I had them when I was young. That's just what you did. I thought it was
I didn't
the best
either.
thing.
I mean, it was I wasn't.
And then I did research as
aware.
when I was a grown up. Not that I had children when I was a child, but I was very, very young and very, very
Wait,
Mormon.
Were you a child bride?
Practically, I was
Basically.
You were 19.
19.
No shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was barely. I was
Barely
a year
legal.
out of high school.
So was
I slept in a bunk bed the night before I got married.
was this like that was nothing before that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I was a really, really good Mormon. So yeah, I had my children at 23 and 25.
Okay.
And so I was just young, and I'd been so isolated and
So that does seem
know.
because I was let's see, how old was I?
But my youngest I had
was like
over
31 or
30,
32.
and that was
For my
different. When I
oldest.
had my kid over 30, it was different.
Well, I had my first one when I was 24, and the circumcision thing, when I had him, this was in 2004, and I was the same way where I just
kind of
hadn't
did
heard
it.
a lot about circumcision, and you just did
do it.
Right, it was
and the
just
doctor
normal.
didn't really give me. I mean, the doctor gave us an option, but it's not like he
But
came
they
in and
don't
said,
really talk
"Here's-
about it. They
here's
just
the
come in
side
and say,
effects."
say, do you
I can
want
do
it or do you
circumcision
not?
now.
Yeah.
If
Do
you'd
you
like.
want it or not? And it's like, okay. And they don't advise. They're just
Well, and
like,
it's not-
you want it? Okay,
well,
we'll do it. And you don't.
It's
we
not
didn't
like they
watch it. They
it's not
just
like
did
they
it
do
when,
it in front of you like at a bris.
No.
Like
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
not watching.
when
I didn't have to see it.
So
No, they take the baby out of the room.
So it's
Yeah.
like at 8 days old. I mean, when I was 8 days old, I was being paraded around and having my
Do
foreskin
you remember
snipped
that
off.
vividly?
Are you traumatized from that?
I don't think so. No.
what
Okay.
things would trigger you from that?
Having my dick sucked by a rabbi.
Rabbis'
Yeah.
mouths?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mouths are
don't
sexy.
visit a lot of synagogues these days. So I made it from my bar mitzvah at age 13, obviously.
Right. Obviously. Yeah.
I made it from there all the way until like one of my nephew's bar mitzvahs 20 odd years later, with only setting foot in a synagogue twice for a couple of cousins'
wow.
weddings, or not weddings. We don't do weddings in fucking temples. We're not ridiculous like Christians.
Or Mormons.
We do it where it's supposed to be done, in a country club.
Fun fact,
like humans.
I didn't meet an actual Jew until I was an adult.
Did you ever think that Jews actually had horns?
I don't think I did, but I mean, the town I grew up in, I
Because there
was
are
not
people,
aware
there
of
are
a
people
single
that actually
Jew.
do.
No, I was never taught that.
No.
But like,
My best friend in
there's
high school
no-
was Jewish.
There's no synagogue in this
Where-
town. There just weren't any Jew. In fact, still to this day, I only know one Jewish person that lives here who's a friend of mine, and she's more of a cultural Jew. But
If I tried to move there, would they like run me out of town?
not if you didn't tell anybody. I mean,
Oh, it's pretty obvious.
Don't ask, don't tell.
No, I'm sure there are Jews here. There weren't any black people either. So I live in the most white bread part of the state possible, and every single person looked just like me.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a great way to grow up.
Not a lot of people from non-Scandinavian heritage want to live like Eskimos.
They really don't. I don't even want to do it. And I'm not of Scandinavian heritage. I'm German and French Canadian.
It was 85 here yesterday. I'm just letting you know.
It was 25 here yesterday.
It was cold today. It was 45 this morning, but it was 85 here yesterday. And I was so hot.
That's too hot.
Sweating.
That's awful. That's way too hot.
I have to wear like a uniform, and I took off. I have a tank top underneath it, and I got out of my car.
Back up. What kind of uniform?
Yes.
Sexy nurse.
Oh,
not gonna say.
No, Amy is not revealing her profession.
I don't reveal my profession because
damn.
So she can't tell you that it's a stripper.
But
have you seen prison jumpsuits?
I'm just gonna go with sexy nurse. I'm just going with.
I'm not a sexy nurse, nor a nurse, but wait, I'm not
topless
a nurse.
Maid.
I am. That's not really a uniform.
Topless maid. I don't know.
Topless maid. Well, it's half a uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there such a thing as like naked maids that come in and they clean your house, but they're naked?
I've
heard of that.
That would
be so uncomfortable.
That just seems not real.
I think that's the thing.
Leave like streaks across things because I'd spray it and wipe it, and then I would just like turn and it would just everything would just
get your
flop
boobs
and
wet
fly.
all over everything.
Yeah.
It'd be gross.
It's a nightmare.
God.
I'm like, if you're cleaning a glass table, you just leave breast implants everywhere.
But hey, if there's enough money in it,
impression. Yeah.
Impressions.
You just leave your implants anywhere.
Are they just removable? They just take them out.
Detachable implants.
Like little pockets that you know.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh man, really I think this has been our most on-topic episode yet.
Probably.
What do you think?
So good at this.
Yeah,
I keep this ball rolling like I am a micromanager.
You're laser focused.
A motherfucking micromanager.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I'm scared of her.
She's terrified.
Oh, I mean,
it's because I'm so much bigger.
I can't even say it.
She's tiny and she'll fit in a trunk.
I'm basically a hobbit. Just be prepared. I literally am, and I like second breakfast.
And I'm an ice giant, so
you're not a giant.
Second breakfast. I could do just all breakfast. I could do an all breakfast life.
Yeah, any drive-through that says they do all day breakfast, I'm like, score.
Well,
I'm on board with that.
Pancakes at midnight.
Brunch is the best meal of the day.
Brunch is the best meal of the day because you can have breakfast with alcohol.
Gotta give it to the hipsters there.
Breakfast with alcohol. You can have avocado toast and a mimosa.
No. Fuck the avocado toast.
Yeah, but, I'm with Michael on that one.
Excuse me.
Nice Bloody Mary. I had a delicious Bloody Mary.
Oh, Bloody Marys are
with
disgusting.
Bacon on Sunday.
Oh.
Why are we putting bacon in everything? Stop putting bacon on everything.
Bloody Marys are disgusting.
Agreed.
Bacon's disgusting too.
What?
FYI.
Yeah.
I don't like meat.
You're a Jew. Why are you eating bacon?
Oh, it's delicious. Are you kidding? So my sister.
Wait, is it turkey bacon? Turkey bacon's okay.
Oh no, turkey bacon is like fucking. I mean, it's like not even meat. It's just. It's like.
Well, good. That's why I like it because I don't like meat.
I don't understand you at all.
I know.
I went to the grocery store yesterday.
I live to not be understood. I have tofu in my fridge, though. I like tofu.
Okay, I'm trying to tell a story about this bagel that I bought, and you keep interrupting me. So now it's going to be a huge letdown because it's not a very good story.
Go ahead. A goy's going to tell a story about a bagel.
Yes. So I was at our grocery store, and I found these really cheap bagels that probably taste nothing like a real bagel is supposed to, but they're French toast flavored. And I bought this honey nut cream cheese, and I devoured the entire package in like a day and a half. So I had to go back yesterday and buy 3 more packages and 3 more tubs of cream cheese. And I've been eating on average 2 or 3 a day. So
I get like that with English muffins.
That's a
English muffins and
non-bagel-y bagel.
Oh, it's so good. It's basically a pastry, but it's chewy.
Right. It's a pastry.
I bring the cream cheese
with a hole, but it's a
put it on a plate.
It's more dense than a donut.
It's just the cream cheese delivery system at this point.
It really is. I take the knife and I just slather it on every bite.
Chips. They're just a salsa delivery system.
Pretty much.
Oh, my favorite thing on tortilla chips.
Like if you run out of chips before you run out of salsa, I'm grabbing a spoon.
No, I just mash up. I take all the little chips in the bottom and mash it all up and turn it into like a soup.
Yep, I do that too.
Okay, no,
you two are
too,
monsters.
But no, my favorite thing to do is I like sour cream and sriracha. I just like a 50-50 mix, and you mix it up, and it is so good on I like it on tortilla chips,
spicy.
but it's also good on Ruffles.
No.
See, I don't really do sour cream, but sriracha, yeah, I could do.
Neither does Amy.
I could do sriracha.
I like sour cream. I don't do sriracha.
Sriracha on Ruffles sounds good.
It's very good. You can also do like a sriracha ranch mix. That's good too.
Yeah, ranch. It's dairy.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you want to hear the most disgusting? So my husband will eat Doritos and then he'll use cottage cheese.
Oh God,
like a
no.
chip dip.
That sounds delicious.
He does this all the time.
If you add chives to the cottage cheese,
no cottage
just add
cheese.
some chives.
And it doesn't have to be a Dorito. It can be any chip. But I found out this weekend at Easter Sunday at his parents' house that this is a family thing. He was raised doing this, and they all dip their chips in cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is
delicious.
So wrong.
It is.
I like cottage cheese.
I don't know
this is why I'm not vegan because I love
cottage
dairy.
cheese. I like cottage cheese, but dipping a chip in cottage cheese is just I
suppose if I liked it,
that.
I might dip a chip in it, but
no, it's the textural. You just I can't. No, you got to have one or the other.
I was born in Wisconsin, and yet I don't like cheese. It's a little weird.
There's something wrong with you for sure.
Well, I spent my formative first year and a half in the fabulous Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It didn't stick then, huh?
No,
it didn't take.
Didn't take. Then I moved. Then I grew up in Chicago, where fuck cheese, meat.
Is that why Tom and Cecil are so terrible? They eat too much meat.
I don't know.
Chicago is where they are, right?
Yeah.
Does all that meat infect their brain somehow? Is that?
It's possible.
I think I'm onto something.
It's possible. I mean, it might do something.
Okay.
I mean,
makes sense.
A little bit of, you know what? For the food they have in Chicago, I don't give a shit. I'll take any carcinogens, whatever. I don't give a shit. That's good food. It's a good thing that I don't live there. Like, haven't lived there in 20 years.
I've been to Chicago
ridiculous.
Exactly once, and all I got to eat while I was there was P.F. Chang's because I went with my brother who has celiac disease, and it was shortly after he found out that he had celiac disease, and the only place he could eat was P.F. Chang's. So, like, literally,
my daughter has to be gluten-free, and P.F. Chang's is like the place that will make anything.
It's good. They make good gluten-free, but that was all twice a day we went to P.F. Chang's, and he made sure to book a hotel that was like down the block from the P.F. Chang's. So the entire weekend vacation was all centered around the P.F. Chang's.
That is so sad.
That was all we got to eat.
It was a P.F. Chang-centered vacation.
It really was, yeah. We would go there for lunch and dinner, and then we went and saw Wicked. It was this very weird, like, weekend. I don't know how it was years ago, but like my parents paid for us to go to Chicago for the weekend and go see Wicked.
Wait,
I think I really
just
wanted
for
to
you
see,
and your brother?
Just me and my brother.
How old were you? Were you an adult?
I went your parents.
I'd already had my son. Yeah, like
That's
must have been.
But were you an
25.
adult?
That's a weird
like,
thing.
I was like 25
This
and he was
sounds
like
odd.
22. It's weird, but
No, that sounds like good parenting. My parents, I'm going to call them and complain this weekend.
they didn't buy you tickets to go see Wicked in Chicago. I think what it is I'm
parents.
a musical theater nerd.
I didn't get a pony.
And nobody wanted to go see Wicked with me, but my brother likes musicals.
I am actually going to see Wicked this summer in New York. I have
I've
tickets
seen it 5 times.
right here.
I
So
went to
good.
see Hamilton so bad.
So do I, but the tickets are $300.
Hamilton is in Denver. I was when I logged on, I was 40.
So if I come visit you,
40,000th
Can I come live with you?
in line.
Oh my god.
can
did not get
okay, so if
tickets.
Amy, if she wants to, I don't know. She's, we don't have to hang out with
No,
her.
no, of
But
course.
if I come visit you,
Yeah.
we can go see Hamilton.
Well, you're gonna have to bring a lot of money because those tickets.
no,
are going
on
for a
you.
shitload.
No, you didn't let me finish. You're taking us to Hamilton.
Oh,
As an apology for being a white male.
It's your
Bringing it back
Yeah,
around.
it's your.
Hamilton's coming to Minneapolis this fall too, but I can't fucking afford
It's coming
those
to
tickets.
Houston and it's coming to Dallas.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
No.
it's probably the same production that is touring to all of those places. So what,
It is.
what I say
I
is,
really doubt it. I think they have better actors in Texas.
I highly doubt that.
I would say that whoever manages to get tickets could provide them to the other two of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds
Okay.
like a good plan. Get on that.
Patreon goals.
Oh, there we go. Patreon.com/reasonable risk.
Send us to Hamilton.
/ secular soup. We need to go see
Please,
Hamilton.
because we'll send you dick pics.
Whoa. What?
Amy's just got this treasure trove stash of dick pics somewhere, and she's just waiting to send them to somebody who gives us money.
Nobody wants Amy's dick pics.
Sure they do.
Shut
Come on.
dirty whore mouth. Everybody wants to see my dick pics.
Okay.
They're really good dick pics. She won't even
Dick
show them to
Cheney,
me. So.
Dick Clark. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a long time. I gotta put my kid to bed. He's got a whole
I
new
need to
routine.
go see if all of mine are in the house because they weren't all home when I started.
Yeah, mine has decided he's
I'm
afraid of
such a
bedtime.
good helicopter
so-
parent. Actually, they were texting me that they were on their way, so I know they're. But
I'm
speaking of
assuming
helicopter
mine are
parenting-
still alive, but
Yeah, whatever.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
take
right.
us out,
And
Amy.
that's-
Oh wait.
Oh yes.
Let Michael plug his shit one more time.
Oh yeah. Plug. Go
I
you-
would-
because
plug
we're
yourself.
ladies.
I would
and we're
love
classy.
to plug my shit.
Please do.
That's really it's my favorite thing to do. That would be Reasonable Risk Podcast, which you can get on iTunes or anywhere else. Twitter @ReasonBroker, Facebook Reasonable Risk Podcast, all of that shit. And since I didn't actually mention what I do on the show, I fucking swear
Nobody
a
cares.
lot. I swear a lot.
Oh, that's really offensive.
Occasionally I hear I'm funny. And
You're
and,
not.
and I will I've got to pull out my favorite quote from a review.
What are you pulling out? Wait, I'm intrigued.
Well,
She needs to get her camera.
I'll get that out. I'll get that out in a bit.
Okay.
okay. Wow.
So I've got a name drop. Aaron Rabbi from Embrace the Void. He has called my show Expertise Porn for Game Theorists. And
Interesting.
I like any reference where I might be involved with porn. So that's good.
Makes sense.
Are you not?
Well, I can't
I thought
We
that's what
thought you
all
were
of us
a
had in
porn
common.
star. Isn't that why we invited him on?
aspiring.
Aspiring. He's a hobbyist. He's a porn hobbyist.
I'm hoping to go pro.
Aren't we all? Yeah.
Really just getting into the game, actually.
Yeah. You know,
How
it's
old
never
are
too
you?
late.
I'm not saying
Never.
it's too late. There kind of is a window.
I'm not saying
I'm
it's,
sure there's
I'm
a
not saying it's
geriatric
too-
porn
I'm not saying it's
market.
aliens.
Yeah. So before Amy does our outro, I do have one minor housekeeping thing that I mentioned last week, but has now been taken care of. So Patreon, like we mentioned before, the place you can give us money, I have changed it so that now instead of paying per episode, you can join us monthly. So you don't have to pay a minimum of $4 a month. You can pay as little as $1 a month. And that's not that much money. That's like $12 a year. So
Just make it $4 a
Patreon,
month.
just do
I mean,
it.
just go.
Just do
Just
it.
go for the $4 or $10.
I mean, or 20.
sure.
20 is good. I like 20. And if you absolutely can't do that, fucking review us on iTunes, people. Come on.
Just give us 5 stars.
It's not that hard.
You don't
Just-
even have to review us.
You don't even have to write anything. Just that 5 stars. That's all we need. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Actually, they
so-
do need to write something, or it doesn't
What?
count as much, from what I hear.
Oh, I've been just giving everybody 5 stars and not writing anything.
No,
so.
I think it's
Guess I
actually
fucked
the
that
right.
up.
Just
It's actually the
say
writing
@
stuff.
exclamation point emoji.
Okay, write something, but not with profanity.
Shoot,
all you
because
gotta do,
answer,
just,
gun.
just say great, excellent
you go.
show. There you go.
Perfect. Yes,
Changed my life.
I heard on I Doubt It with Dollamore that they won't post reviews that have profanity. So no profanity in
bullshit.
your review.
Hashtag @ exclamation point.
Keep it clean and classy. Anyway,
Motherfucking souples. Okay. I didn't know what part was profane.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're all too tired.
All right. I'm not tired. I'm just
I'm very
waking
tired.
up.
I'm ready for bed.
Okay. And that's all we've got for now. Thanks to all our fabulous listeners who put up with us joining on week after week. If you enjoyed our delightful bitchcraft, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and send us all your monies on Patreon. You can find those platforms by using the Google machine. It's not hard. This week, your donations will go to Hamilton tickets.
Obviously.
If you want to tell the world how awful this episode was, join our Secret Soup Talk Facebook group.
You did it!
Oh! If you want to tell us to fuck off personally, you can send an email to secularsouppodcast@gmail.com. Please rate and review us on iTunes, Facebook, and wherever else you can review things like this. It will help us spread the soup gospel far and wide. And hey, tell your friends. As always, we'll leave you with the vocal stylings of Mr. Eli Bosnick.
Secular soup creed. Soup is the ultimate virtue. It's delicious, nutritious, patriarchy smashing, racism fighting, warm and fuzzy, human affirming, fun having, anti-theist, glitter throwing, tummy satisfying, pair of new shoes fulfilling, diversity seeking, happiness. Minestrone, beef and barley, chicken broth and split pea, gazpacho, tomato, clam chowder and potato, chicken noodle, beef noodle, egg drop and ramen cup, miso, gumbo, leek and pho. Grab a bowl and taste the magic. Slurp even this.